Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into a pretty profound mystery from the Christian mystical tradition. It's all about a path for humanity's future that some believe is trying to be born right now, right in the middle of all our global crises.
So at the very heart of this whole thing is this idea of marrying opposites. And we're not just talking about light and shadow. We're talking about the marriage of our soul and our body. You see, this isn't about escaping the physical world. It's about fully, completely inhabiting it in a brand new, divine way, which would totally redefine what it even means to be human.
And get this, according to this mystical path, we're not supposed to be waiting around for some savior to descend from the sky. The real second coming is an internal evolution. It's the birth of an embodied divine humanity forged right here in the fire of all the challenges we're facing today. It's about a collective awakening.
Okay, so what exactly is this evolutionary path of marrying soul and body? Well, mystics from the Christian tradition have a very specific name for this profound process.
They call it Theosis, and it's a journey that, it starts with enlightenment, but it goes so much further. It's really about becoming a complete incarnation of the divine, right here on Earth, in our very own bodies.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Theosis completely expands our usual idea of what enlightenment is. It's not just about having an awakened mind or a heart full of compassion. Nope. Theosis includes the radical transfiguration of the body itself, awakening every single cell to its essential nature as light energy.
And the blueprint for this incredible transformation? Well, it isn't new. You can actually trace it back to two of the most profound events described in the Christ story.
First, you've got the Transfiguration, which showed a human being just utterly filled and blazing with divine light. And second, there's the resurrection. This demonstrated that divine light and physical matter could be permanently married, creating a whole new reality and planting the seed for a new potential for all of us. But you might be thinking, okay, is this just confined to some ancient texts? Not at all. To see how Theosis is a living, breathing reality, we can look at the powerful, modern example of Father Bede Griffiths.
So, this is Father Bede Griffiths, and he wasn't just enlightened in the traditional sense. He was actually living the process of Theosis, and his life gives us this incredible contemporary testament to this ancient path.
I mean, imagine this. He was right there, on the edge of death. But instead of his life ending, he said his body and his entire being were just flooded by what he called a staggering nuclear radioactive explosion of divine love. And that was the experience that kicked off his transformation.
And for Father Bede, this wasn't a one-and-done kind of thing. He described it as this continuous ongoing process, a secret marriage, where the line between his physical body and his spirit was just dissolving more and more every single day.
He started to realize that the body itself had to be, in a sense, possessed and made divine by spirit. He saw it as this slow, rich work that was guided by what he called the mother force of God, a power that descended right through him, transforming every single part of his being.
His journey really suggests that this inner marriage gives birth to a wholly new being, the divine child, and it can happen at any age. So the really crucial point here is that this isn't just some old historical artifact or a theological concept. It is a living, accessible path for transformation.
Okay, so Father Bede's story is incredible, and it shows us that this path is accessible. But what does that mean for us? How can we even begin to walk it ourselves? Well, the tradition of Theosis offers a really tangible practice to start that journey.
The first step is really about creating the right inner conditions to experience this marriage of body and soul for yourself. And there's a specific visualization that can really help with that.
It's a simple but really powerful visualization. It all begins by just imagining this radiant, golden light pouring down from way up above, right into the crown of your head.
And this just brilliantly illustrates the process. You guide that divine golden light down through your body's energy centers, first your head, then it descends to your third eye, travels to your throat, down into your heart, and then all the way down to your feet, just allowing every single cell to be bathed in this transformative, healing energy.
And the idea is, if you do this practice over time, you start to co-create this wholly new experience of embodiment. You begin to actually feel what it's like to be fully human and, at the very same time, fully divine.
So you see, this practice is way more than just a meditation. It connects us to a much, much larger evolutionary story. This idea that the entire universe is being transfigured, and our role is to embody that very transformation.
Ultimately, the path of theosis suggests our role in this whole cosmic drama is to experience this transfiguration within ourselves. So this isn't just some mystical concept you read in a book. It's a direct invitation. It's a chance to explore the deepest potential of your own being. So I'll just leave you with this. What would happen if you truly allowed this divine humanity to be born within you?